So, all right, there we go. Sorry about that. So, we air shifter, the gas pedal, inline fuse, and then the 18-volt battery. And then, assuming that all that works, we will have to take apart a charging station and hot wire it so that way we can run an 18-volt Ryobi battery off of this. So, did you want to get me a chair? Or
Oh,
just all
sure.
wet? But make sure that you guys smash that like button when you guys come in. And and Julia only brought us enough water for half a sip. It's crazy. So anyway, how's your day going? I'm gonna show you guys what we got already. From what I can tell from inside the package, the gear shifter that we got over here is different than what we got over here. There's extra wires on it. But good morning, good morning. Oh, I forgot to fix the live chat. Sorry. Yeah, if you're in here, just make sure you smash that like button and chime in the comment section. Let me know how your day is going. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we got the gas pedal, and then we got the gear shifter right here. So the gas pedal is obviously going to be the faster uh, the faster one. So let's go ahead and do that. Set you guys up right there. And until my assistant comes back, don't mind my crazy hair, but until my assistant comes back, I'm just going to wire this inline fuse because we need it for extra protection. Good morning, Daz. We are live. I did not forget about the video that you requested. My mom has been here over the weekend, so no Fridays feast. Well, no pre-recorded Friday feast and no regular Friday feast as of yet, but we'll get there. Did I grab those wires before I flipped the truck over? Or no?
No.
Yeah. Of course I did. I don't know where the other wire is. Yeah, I don't know where the other wire is, but there is a. We got something new to show you. Hold on. This. Oh wow! Sorry to hear, Daz. So here's one thing I didn't notice. This is on the dump bed of the trailer. It's got to be some type of sensor or something to like let you know not to move the truck if the dump bed is up or something. I'm not sure. No idea. But anyway, we'll just do what we can, and we're not out here doing what we can't. Yeah. Can you try to find that other wire? You only brought enough water for half of us. That's so crazy.
I think there's no water in there. I think we can get more.
Uh. Oh, it's right there. It's right there.
Yes. On this thing?
No, underneath.
Oh.
Directly underneath. Yep. Here you go. It. I think the gas pedal is an original part, but the gear shifter, I don't think so. So let me show you guys what I just did, just for full disclosure. So remember we cut off the old inline fuse. This is a brand new inline fuse. The last inline fuse had an 8 amp fuse. This is rigged with a 30 amp fuse just for now. I will get a 10 amp in there. Will not be an issue. So here is the pedal that we are going to replace with this pedal. So I think this, from what I can tell, is almost identical. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Can you grab me the pliers out of there?
You said pliers?
Yeah. So we'll just start off with the basic part. Because if I don't need to switch out that gear shifter, then I won't. So if we could start off with the, oh, look, it's a jumping spider. It's cool. If we could start off with the, yeah.
You messed up?
No, I didn't mess up. The whole pedal just obliterated. Here, let me put you guys down here so you guys can see. What's up, Grog? So this fuel pedal just disintegrated in my hand, so I guess that might have been a contributing factor to the problem. And then if you look here inside, see how the bottom terminals are all shiny but the top ones are like corroded? That could have been a very big contributing factor as to why it wasn't rolling. In the grand scheme of things, if I can just swap out this fuel pedal and then it work and I don't have to use the gear shifter, I'll keep the gear shifter just for spare parts. But what's up Pan Kid? So here's the new fuel pedal, old fuel pedal with the broken. We'll compare it. I think it's pretty much identical, so you guys can see that. Thank you, I appreciate it. So this is a little out of the ordinary content that we don't normally do, and that's because it was requested. So as we learned last time, this gap in here actually means a thing. There's like little fins in here. You want to line those fins up with that. And oh, it goes in so smooth. Oh, that's nice. All right, so I'm gonna flip you guys around, and we're gonna record these right here. So this is the negative. This is the positive that go directly to all of everything. I'm gonna double check this inline fuse connection really quick, just to make sure that got full contact. The pedal, I'll keep that in view, and then I guess I could just try to tap the battery. So negative is on this side, positive is on that side. We got a full battery, full juice. So do not try this at home, kids. So positive to positive, negative to negative. I think I got a good connection. Watch
Yeah.
it.
Go ahead, keep going.
Julia just shut down our whole operation. Guys, if this was a real car,
I would have been done.
yeah, she would have had. She would have had. She would have had some crazy burns on her. Oh,
That would have been bad.
Christ. And we got juice.
Woo!
So this extra gear shifter, we'll put this to the side. It was the fuel pedal. That's all right. Now we get into the hardcore logistics of it all. Could you run inside and grab me the single? It's by the door. So if you guys didn't realize, we got juice, we got power. So I will. Yes, exactly. He said my equivalent or his equivalent to me saying, "Do not try this at home, kids," is hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I getting?
So the single battery charger.
Oh,
It's
it doesn't
by
matter
the
which
door.
one, because there's 3 of them.
Yeah, there's a really small one. We'll start off with the really small one. So yes, that was all we needed was that fuel pedal. I said it was like something weird on on the inside, but we are going to start. We're going to start Frankenstein in this thing. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that. And before I put my kid in this thing, I think I'm going to clean it out. So I just want to get. I think I want to get all the wiring and stuff done first, but I'll have to like really spray it out and scrub it out. But yeah, that's sick because now that I know that this thing works, I don't even know what gear that was. That was in high gear, so we got it working. So this is gonna be awesome. All right, cool. Grab me. Oh. What I was also gonna say, oh man, I was not anticipating this at all. All right, so we're gonna take this Ryobi battery charger. This is one that I don't use. It's practically brand new. I don't know if I'm gonna have the bits to take this off with me, but I know I have them in the house. So you hold that.
Yeah.
Pop that open. What I'm gonna need is the drill brush and like some water so we can clean it.
I was just inside.
I mean, I'm just letting you know what's gonna happen.
Do you need it right now or no?
No, because we're gonna do all the wiring
Okay.
and stuff.
When we need it, I'll go get it.
All right. Pliers. So yeah, that's exciting. We're gonna Frankenstein this thing, guys. I'm gonna wire it so that we can run an 18-volt battery off of it. So the or multiple 18-volt batteries or 12-volt batteries or whatever we want to do, really. So what I'm doing now is I need to take the bottom of this thing off the Ryobi battery charger and essentially get to the internal components. Oh no, that's a security bit. Crap. I know I don't have those in this box. I was not anticipating that. Trying to think. Here, grab my keys and just pop my trunk and then I'll be able to find what I'm looking for. Looking at one of those tank power wheels from Walmart. Gonna swap out the Nerf launcher for a propane spud launcher. So yeah, I get it. Yes. No. I'm not gonna drill it out because it's essential that we keep it intact.
I just unlocked it.
Okay.
That should be good enough, right?
Yep. That is not the right one. Yeah, excuse the weird vocalizations from a neighbor. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tight, but we'll see. We will see. Sorry, keep blocking the camera. So I got some bits here. We'll see if that works. If not, then I guess I'm gonna have to end this live early and go to the hardware store and find the bit set, which by the looks of it, I think this is gonna be too small. And I lied. It works. Oh, we are in business, baby. All right, so this is why I love myself. I actually went to Harbor Freight, got a little Pittsburgh Pro. This is the these are the T sets, and this one goes as high as this is the T15 bit. So we're gonna use the T15 bit to get all up in there. Yes, Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight. I wish Harbor Freight would sponsor us. I'm gonna contact them. Like, hey, you guys want to see us do some cool stuff? Maybe put a Harbor Freight winch on the front of the Subaru. I'll show the whole install. Like, guys, come on. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight. I mean, they don't always have everything I need, but the stuff that, the stuff that I'm into, I mean, because there's a lot of stuff that I do behind the scenes and the stuff that I'm interested in and the stuff that I do, but can you close that trunk for me? Gracias. Now that I think about it, there's just so much stuff that I have to get out of that trunk and out of the house. Like, for one, I need the propane torch lighter. I need the blowtorch. And the blowtorch could wait, but at least the propane lighter. I need what else did I need? The propane torch lighter, and there was something else. There was like a couple of things that I needed. Dag. Don't you hate when you like brain fart? Propane torch. Oh, inside the trunk, because the connectors that I'm going to use are inside of the trunk. So yeah, if you want to give me the propane lighter and like refill that water. The blue lighter.
Oh, the regular one.
That's
Anything else from inside?
Maybe the drill brush and a bucket of water and some
Now?
soap. Maybe, I don't know. You said you don't want to go back in the house.
I'll go back when we have.
Okay. What's up, Peter? Yeah. So just a lighter for now. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you guys have never done it, the Inside Track membership, not a sponsor, but by Harbor Freight. I think it's like, what is it, like $40 for the year? When I went and bought my trucking supplies, guys, when I tell you, I saved so much money that the Inside Track membership thing, it paid for itself the first trip that, or like the second trip that I went there for. What's up, Kurt? So, all right. So if you guys are just tuning in, we swapped out the fuel pedal, and that was the issue. So, right now, we're gonna wire it to be able to run on an 18-volt system, but we can always throw in a 12-volt battery, but it will be slower. So at least with an 18-volt system, I can have the Ryobi batteries charged and at the ready. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking a Ryobi. I'm sorry that the sun is at my back. I just don't really have any other way to do this. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking apart the Ryobi battery charger and I'm going to rig it so that way we can make it happen, Captain. I actually ordered the new pedal on Amazon, and I think the new pedal was like $10, maybe if that, because the pedal with the gear shifter was $37. The pedal with the gear shifter was $37 with free shipping. All right, cool. And then inside of there, if you want to grab me the spool of black wire that looks like that, and then the spool of white wire that looks like that, where there should be like a handful of it, and then there's a connection box. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it done with that lighter, so I might have to use a soldering iron. Yep, that. And then there should be some. Yep.
What is the connection box?
It's translucent. It's about this big. Julia just called me a loser off screen. Just want to let you guys know. Is that Jay?
No.
Oh. Yeah, girl. Oh, look at you. Julie out here being a technician. Um. Oh, and I need the solder and the flux. Yeah. It should be in the tool bag in the front. So sorry, this takes a lot longer by hand. You know what I'm saying? But check out the new episode on the channel, how the pyramids were built. Not really, but and how long it took them. Not really. We didn't do that. We didn't do that episode. But judging based on how long this is taking me, the pyramid might have taken a few days. Last pedal I replaced one of those was an old foot pedal for my TIG welder, but I upgraded it for 40 for the nice. Oh my god, yeah, my I would need electricity for that, but I need the flux and the solder. That's flux.
Okay. What is that one?
It's a little spool. It's a little spool with looks like silver wire. So yeah, right now we're just taking this all apart. Peter said, "Hi Julia, let's go." And that's a military helicopter. In case you guys didn't know, there's been a lot of increased military activity as of lately. I also recommend going on Amazon, picking up one of these boxes. These are the solder connectors. Yes, that is solder, yep. So pick up a box of these. I think it was like 25, 30 bucks when I bought it. I'm not sure. But one of the best investments I've ever made in my entire life. Best investment. So took that apart. We'll put this to the side for now. Always close up your toolboxes. Don't want to lose any of these precious bits. I'm going to need you to grab the phone.
Can I go up, sir?
The phone.
Oh, thank you, the funnel. I was like, what do we need a funnel for? Let me close this.
All right.
You don't need anything else in here.
Not right now. No. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hardwire this. I'm gonna put this away. All the tools I don't need, I'll put them right here for now. So this is the inline fuse. This is a 30 amp fuse. Again, I'll downgrade that to a 10 amp when we get things rolling. So always want to have some fresh bare bright on here. And then we're gonna wire that into these. Now normally I would just wire these and then heat shrink it. Yeah, I need to heat shrink.
Where is that at?
It's in the trunk. See, normally I do all this by myself, but it's actually pretty fun to have
So what?
yeah.
Where's
Come on.
that?
It's back there.
Oh, like, yeah.
It looks
like
it looks like a flimsy black straw.
I'll tell you what, it looks like a
Oh, Julia got jokes. All right, so the inline fuse right here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop open this case, and you always want to try to waterproof everything to the best of your ability, especially if your kid is like a rugged kid, and my kid is a very rugged kid. So it appears that these blue ones are probably going to be the best ones. And the reason why I say that is because when you slide it over your connector, it should be loose, not too tight, and it has to be able to accommodate the actual insulation from the wire. and allow the wire to touch that metal ring that's in there. That's actually a bead of solder.
I look at it in a toolbox or out of the toolbox?
Should be out of the toolbox.
Okay.
Sometimes it could be in the toolbox depending on the diameter. Here, let me go take a look, and then you can keep them entertained. Excuse me 1 second, folks. Hey, right here. This is what it. Flimsy black straw. That's what I said. Oh,
I helped you find it.
This is a
I moved so much stuff around before
This
you
is
said
a
let me go.
catastrophe,
Shut
Frank.
your mouth. I helped you find it.
yeah, what else? So this would be the more appropriate. Let me see if I have a blade in here. I don't know why I wouldn't. What is here's I done.
You don't know.
A blade.
Your excuse.
So yeah, got your heat shrink tube. What's up, Jeremy? I actually have like 2 or 3 telemeter bits. Always keep those handy. So got your heat shrink tube. I don't know what I did with the connectors, like the one I had, but that's right. So for this project, you're going to need 2 connectors and some heat shrink tube, and see if I have anything sharp in there. If not, I'll probably have to use, not there, but in the bag. It's like anything I could cut something with. Yeah, perfect. So what you want is, you want your heat shrink tube to be longer than the tube that you're covering. You know, it is what it is. So beautiful. All right. So now, you want to hold the phone?
Sure.
All right. So remember, you're gonna take your Bear Bright. These are the wires that the inline fuse are gonna go to, like so. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that all the way over it. But before we do that, you always want to make sure you have your heat shrink tube ready, because you have to put the heat shrink tube on first and then everything else. So I'm going to slide that in there, and we'll probably have to slide the heat shrink tube down just a little bit, peel it back. Because these ends are going to shrink once we heat them up. So shove that in there, and then you want these wires to kind of go over the other ones and then shimmy them in there. But you see how the wires are starting to crunch. So what I'll do is I'll untwist these wires, shove these in here. These are some of the best connectors I've ever bought, and they save me so much time. It might not look like it, but they save me so much time because I don't have to solder the connections together, because the bead of solder is already in there. So you want to put them on just like so, and then shove these wires in. And that's not going to work. I'm probably going to have to, because these wires are so thick and so sturdy that they don't want to move over for each other. So
Dad said, is there any danger in In this, like working with wires on a house, those wires are live, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm not an electrician by any means. I'm just an amateur go-getter. So I would contact your local electrician if you're going to do any thing like this on your home. Your best bet is to go with the licensed and insured electrician and avoid doing anything like this on your home. And this is not up to code for your home. So, can you zoom in there? Or not zoom in, but can you really
It's
get
a little
the.
blurry when you get too
Okay.
close.
Yeah, so I got the wires, the the bare wires coming in from the red on top of the bare wires coming in from the orange wires. So now you want to start in the middle. I'm using a torch lighter. You could use a regular lighter, but I have I have better experiences with these because these burn hotter and they're more flame resistant, wind resistant. I'm sorry. So, and you can't even see the flame really. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna melt that. Just be careful not to melt anything else around it. And the solder is gonna start creeping in there and bonding the wires together. So you want to work your way from the middle. Don't spend too much time on the middle. Just work your way to the outside. And I'm gonna just let that cool for a second because I don't want the plastic on the connector to melt off. But if you see there, the bead of solder is no longer there, and that's because it bonded with the metal wires on the inside. And the reason why I don't want to spend too much time warming it up is because I need to pull back this heat shrink tube to get it out the way. Ow, crap, I just burnt myself. That sucked. Do not try this at home, kids. Or in someone else's words, hold my beer. So I wanted to peel this back just so that I could finish melting the ends of that. And I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to just pinch that off so that my hand isn't. There we go. Let's melt that connection. Want to work your way from the outside, from the inside to the outside. And that is a successful connection. So we'll let that cool down for a quick second. And the one that you start is the one you want to finish. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this over. So that way the entire connection is now protected. So that's why I said you got to put the heat shrink tube over it. And the reason why it's called heat shrink is because it shrinks to whatever it is on the inside. So again, you want to start from the middle and just work your way to the outside. I think I actually picked this up at Harbor Freight as well. It was like $5 for like a whole pack of them. And this adds to the water resistance of your project. So
So Grog said, for the house, I just turn off the breaker at the panel before I do any wiring. Dad said, I was thinking about that. Doesn't seem like there is an off switch for this, though. He said, the foot pedal works as an actuator for the power, so
Yep.
it's off until you press it.
Yep.
Dad said, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Did I run out of fluid? No. I got fluid. It's really low. Alright, cool. So that's one side down. Now we're going to do the other side. We're going to fix the wires. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy does that look? Like compared to taking out like let's say a soldering iron, which I don't have with me by my side right
Yeah.
now, but you would have to plug in a soldering iron, then you would have to take your Radio Shack certified flux in your Radio Shack certified solder, and then like put these wires together, have somebody hold them or have some type of apparatus hold them, warm up the wires, and then get some flux on the wires, and then get the solder on the wires, and then put them together, and then solder them together, and then oh no, I forgot my heat shrink tube, so now I gotta warm it back up and undo it. So like this way, it may seem like it takes a little longer, but it actually saves a bunch of time. Again, look up this brand, Hazitronica, on Amazon. One of the best investments I ever bought. It was like 20 to 25 bucks, and then it comes with all of these all of these connectors in it. Each one of them, I'll get the biggest one so you guys can see easier. I'm not sure if that's a word, easier.
Easilier?
Yeah, easier.
What the heck?
You get it comes with a ring of solder already built in, so, and you just do it how I'm showing you guys.
That's it. I miss Radio Shack with a crying face. Used to be my favorite store.
Yeah, like I can't find any places out here that sell, you know, like chips and stuff. You know,
Grog said, Mike, question. Why not just use crimped connections, though, instead of the soldered linkable?
crimped connections. I don't know. I don't know. I think I would want a more like sturdy and stable connection. Like at least this way they're fused together.
Then he said, Radio Shack equals Spy Central.
Radio Shack equals what?
Spy Central.
Yeah, that's all right. All right. So same thing. Put your heat shrink tube over that. Wait for the Apache to fly overhead. U.S. military has really bad timing. It's crazy. Put that on there. Take this wire. Twist them nice and tight.
Kurt said, have you ever seen the new heat shrink tube they have? It looks like a Chinese finger clamp, and it comes in a continuous roll and actually works much better than the solid shrink tube.
And apparently it comes with an Asian to help you hold the wires. All right, so we got that on there.
I can't.
No, I all jokes aside, I have not. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch this so that the heat shrink tube doesn't get too close. I am not left-handed, so forgive me. My lighter's bumming out. Alright, I'll let that cool for a second so that it doesn't melt the plastic completely through. So essentially what I'm going to do is I am going to turn these battery compartments into, one is going to be storage for the batteries and maybe some tools. The other one is going to be the battery docking station, because until my kid is old enough and knows how to control this thing, I will not be upgrading it to a 30-volt system. I mean, he's lucky that I'm even making it into an 18-volt system. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that it's easier, so I don't have to use a truck battery. But for like longer trips, I will put a truck battery in here. What I'm going to do is I'll probably open up this compartment. I mean, this isn't technically a compartment, from the bottom, but from the other side where the dump bed is, I'll probably put a truck battery back there. I say truck battery because my car battery, the cells are probably half dead anyway. And then what I'm going to do is either somewhere on the side of the plastic or something, I'm going to install battery terminals so that way when I get it home, I'm going to use my Black& Decker battery charger to just clip it to the external parts of the terminals that are out here that are also wired to the truck battery that's going to be inside of the car. But until a longer trip is planned, I don't see me putting a truck battery in here because I have like I don't know nine nine of these like Ryobi batteries. So
Oh,
yep,
there goes that.
yep. All right. So let me just finish up this right here. Pull this back. But yeah, what's everybody's plans for this weekend, or what you guys do this weekend?
YOLO said, "Good morning, Mr. Mike and y'all."
What's up, Ms. YOLO? Welcome back. All right, so we're gonna finish heating up this tube. All right, let that cool down for a second. But yeah, so I think I already have planned what I want to do for like the lighting system. Like it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually some red light housings back here, and then some amber ones if you want to show them the amber from the outside of the truck. So those would be perfect to put some recessed lights in there, but I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to use either cob or LED light strips and put them in there because it doesn't really look big enough to hold the actual amber light that I could put in there. And then I have some old light pods that I can install on here and then wire those to a separate battery. So I might have to use two of these, one for just the truck and then the other one just for the batteries and the accessories. I mean, not the batteries and the accessories and the lights and stuff.
Peter said, "I'm just lying on my couch and thinking about going out to get some food because it's almost dinner time here in Denmark."
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of,
What?
what are we having for dinner?
Yeah, I don't know. You want to have some giraffe tonight?
Oh, I love giraffe.
Yeah. Alright, so put today down a little bit. So we're gonna finish up this heat shrink tube, and that will be it for this part. And then what I will do is I will have some. I got some new wires somewhere off in the corner somewhere. Oh, right here. So I got some heavy duty wiring. I think this is wiring that's actually graded for houses. What?
That's a giraffe with a face like this and the eyes.
Yeah. We normally have camel's hump and eel, but
Ew.
last time I did that, Chris Tucker wasn't happy. We were watching Rush Hour last night. One of the greatest movies ever. Now that I'm older, I get a lot more of the humor. There. It might not look like it's doing much, but I'm just making sure everything is nice and tight on there. So that's good.
Rock said, no camel, had enough of that on my deployments. Dad said, I was going to watch that the other day and fell asleep. Peter said Rush Hour is a great movie. All of them.
Yeah, Rush Hour is definitely a great movie. All right, so now that we know it's the foot pedal, speaking of which, I don't know where it went. Oh, right here. So I think my best course of action is to put everything back together the way it was. And the reason why I say that is because once all the wiring is snugged up, all I have to do is attach these two wires to the new wiring and then attach it to this component right here, which seems legit. Alright, so that's the bottom. This is all it takes to charge the battery. So what I'm gonna do is figure out positive, negative. What I need to do is solder the white wire. What I need to do is solder the white wire to this side and white wire, the black wire for negative to this side. But again, we'll do that once it's all buttoned up.
Grog said, Mike, I'd test the system before you install it all.
You know what? That's a fair thing, but I'm fairly confident that it's gonna work. So
We'll see, Grog.
yeah.
If later he's going to be saying, you know what? I
told
should have
you.
listened to
I
you.
should have listened to you, Grog. All right, so please don't stand too close. The last thing I need is, you to burn a hole through your shirt. You out here with a crop top. All right, positive, negative. Do not try this at home, kids. You want to show the tires move. So I think that was on low gear. I think I moved it to low. So that's high. This should be reverse.
Peter said, was the tire spinning opposite of each other?
No.
I think when it was in a slower gear.
Huh?
When it was in the slower gear, it
Yeah,
kind of
that is
looked like
the
it.
slower gear. This is going to be the higher gear. Or I thought it was going to be the higher gear. Higher gear.
Oh, okay.
That's really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lennox gonna need a helmet and a seatbelt.
Well, all he got is a ratchet strap
We
for
need
now.
a 3-point harness seatbelt.
5 point. So come around here.
Yeah.
Click, click.
Yeah, there you go. 5-point. My bad.
All right. So we know it works. Can I put it back together now? Do I have the permission from Grog to do so? I sound kind of groggy to me.
Dad said reversing's fast.
Yeah, I mean this is a 12 volt system, and I have it on an 18 volt battery. So
Grog said, me, I'd still use 2 of the batteries if you got extras, but like I said, I'm a redneck.
you would use 2 batteries, he said.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
yeah, I
PJ
mean, my kid has only driven a 1-wheel drive tricycle on a 6 volt battery, so this is already 3 times the amount of power that he is used to. So I think we'll start him off slow.
PJC said they look like they're spinning in opposite directions.
It's kind of hard because the polarities are the same. All right. So now what we're going to do is just shove these wires back in here like so, because we don't need those out here like so. I am catching a tan. I can feel it.
And I'm catching a sunburn.
I can feel it. Oh my God. Yo, Daz, get the...
Grog said I need to get him a helmet for sure. Just saying.
Yeah.
Especially especially because he's a wild child.
Yeah, my kid is nuts. Alright, so that's in high right now. Like I said, most gear shifters on the power wheel ones have a like the high speed lockout. I think yeah. You wanna grab me that bag there? The big bag? So I just popped this one out. This one's all faded. Grab me that right there. Looks like this.
Oh, another bag. A bag in a bag.
Who would have thought?
You sound like a Decepticon.
Yeah, make sure you guys smash that like button. Alright, so here's the old one. Here's the new one. Old. New. Yeah, we live like 7 minutes away from like 7 different parks. So he has plenty of space to drive it. But it's not about him running into anything, but it's about him just like, I don't know, just trying to go off on the deep end on purpose.
Yeah. You actually go down hills.
Yeah, my kid, he could have like a perfect path for his kick scooter, and then he wants to find like the yeah, he does like he does this and then he goes off road, even though his kick scooter isn't meant for off road. All right, so we'll pop this on. Oh no!
Doesn't fit.
Oh wait, because it has these grooves it has to line up with. But I don't know if those grooves actually match what it says. Let me see something. So high. Nope. This isn't even the right shifter. And the way you can tell is because where it says high, there's a slot right above it. Where this one says high, there's no slot. So that's not going to work.
Gotcha.
That's not to say that gear shifter wouldn't work, but that's the closest gear shifter I could find for it. That's alright, we tried.
There's no way to clean it inside?
I mean, that plastic is pretty much done. I don't know.
Grog said Dremel?
Huh?
The Dremel? Dremel?
The Dremel to clean it?
To
or for the slots, probably. Yeah, I guess I could, but I'm not really too worried about that. I mean, I could always pop it off and clean it and stuff like that. Let me grab my pliers and pull these out. The screw.
YOLO said outside standing. So yeah, outstanding. Just a little humor, crack a smile, y'all. It's good.
Yeah. Alright, so I know that this goes up here because that's for the foot pedal. And then this, I think it goes through the front, so that you want to slide that in through the front,
Sure.
like so.
Like this? Slide it in like that?
Yep. Or no, the other way.
This way?
Yeah. Yep. Or is it upside down?
Well, this whole thing is upside down. So it has
Oh,
to be
okay.
upside down.
I knew that. I was seeing if you knew.
Alright.
No, the other way.
The twist together.
Well, hold on. The screws should be on top. So if it was the other way, then it was the other way. Twist it. Yeah. So yeah, definitely that way, right? Yep. Yeah. All right. Cool beans. All right. So now that we got that in there, I have to drop a screw in there. Here, hold that.
Yep.
But I guess I'll just connect these while I'm in here. And yeah. So they don't really give us a lot of space to work with, Frank. It's kind of backwards if you ask me, but yeah, I'm not the one that builds and designs them, so I don't care. It's kind of like on modern day cars where you gotta like take out the whole dashboard just to get to the AC compressor or something.
I don't know if you saw what Peter said.
No.
Can't wait to see the smile on your kid when he's driving it.
I don't think it's going to be a smile at first. I think he's going to be deathly scared of it. That's the God's honest truth. All right. So inline fuse is here. Again, we'll have to swap that out to a 10 amp because it's the closest I could find to an 8 amp, but I don't think I have any.
YOLO put thumbs up. Grog said Peter 100. YOLO said, well, he's definitely not a follower with laughing faces and thumbs up. And then Grog said, Mike, does the bed have a lifter?
The bed does, so it has guide rails. It does not have an apparatus to lift it. Not that I know of, but I don't know. I won't know for sure until I like flip it over, because this would be the first time that this truck has had juice in it since I've had it. So we'll see. And then this has to go like that. First, I need the drill. Alright, so if you guys remember correctly, you had to take this screw out. On the back of the foot pedal. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that weatherproofing right there. So if you want to pop that in from the front.
Yeah, there's some comments if you want to look at them.
Alright, yeah, I'll check those in a second.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to flip it over? Do you want to flip it more towards me?
Yeah. Because of your toe hitch, it's like...
Good. I don't care if I get dirty. Alright.
Like that?
Yep. I think it goes in this side first.
This side first?
Yep. Or whatever side has like the little corner on it. Not sure. Okay, so this side goes in first. This is I'm not sure if it's a Power Wheel, but it is I'm not sure if it's a Power Wheel brand, but you gotta push it.
You want to hold this?
Yeah, there you go. Alright, cool. So now if you want to put the pedal on,
just hold the pedal up.
Hold on one second, let me grab the grill so I can just get ready for it. Sorry guys, we're trying to do all this while I hold the phone.
Pop this on top?
Yeah, but there's like a little lip on the bottom of the pedal.
Yeah.
So that goes in first. Yep. All right. Now you got to hold it there. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me flip you guys around. Yeah, it's, I don't know what time it is here, Eastern time, but I am getting hungry.
Me too.
And I have a guest here who does not eat half of what we eat fast food wise. And by guest, I mean my mom. I wonder why we had to take that screw out. Pull the whole thing out.
The whole thing.
Well, just pull the, careful, yeah. Now pull the whole thing out. We went to, yeah, pull the whole thing out.
I
Careful.
don't
This.
know
All right, hold on.
how. I don't know.
Here, I got it. Just be careful. There's gonna be a screw that I'm not gonna be able to get. Man, that thing's in there. All right. So yeah, just put the pedal back on. I'll try to get it. Do y'all have went to Bad Daddy's Burger the other day for was playing? No, never had it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Bad Daddy? Never heard of it. Sorry. We're just trying to. You put the pedal back on?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I might have to just take this whole steering rack off again. Lean it back.
All the way back or that's
You can lean it all the way back.
I have to let go though,
Yeah. That's fine.
so that thing comes off.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove this whole steering rack. Remove this whole steering rack. Just so that I'm not prohibited to get to the screw that's in there. Seems kind of productive, but let me go ahead and get that done. Here, you want to hold the phone?
Yep.
We got to get the skid plates and everything out the back as well. But I'll do that once everything's all buttoned in. Pay attention. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, I'll put these screws in my pocket. And you got the pedal, right? Yep. You gotta put the pedal back on. Grab the screw real quick. Alright, so this is what I'm trying to do.
Let me know when to put it.
Go ahead. So there's a screw in there that I gotta try to spin around. There we go. Crap. And I gotta try to get it in that hole there. I think I might just have to try to pop that pedal out, but it's not trying to pop out. Alright, hold on. Guys, let me, Five Guys is good, but I feel like what is that other place that we went to? Smash Burger is better. Smash Burger is way better. No, pull the pedal out like you had it. All I need to do is like flip it around. Yeah, so in my opinion, Smash Burger's way better, and their wings, amazing. We went to Mango's Pizza yesterday because it's my mom's birthday on Thursday, so we took her out for pizza. And Mango's Pizza is something not to be reckoned with. It keeps flipping over like top heavy. I don't know, let me try to pop this out. Oh, it's right there. Hold on. There we go. Alright, when I tell you to put the pedal in, alright? Alright, go ahead, put it in. Good?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Don't put it all the way in.
No, go ahead. I'm not pushing it down, it's just in the slot.
Shit. Pull it out again. 'Cause it fell in the hole. What's up, Trip? Way back. Did we ever go way back? We should do a Friday. He said way back. I don't. I'm trying to think if there's a way back out here. All right, go ahead. Put it. Hold on. Got it. Go ahead. Put it in. Okay. The steel still magnetized. Did it grab?
Yeah.
Yeah. Push it.
Here.
Hold on.
There you go.
All right, hold on. Hold on. Still gonna lose. Push it. Push it. Push it. Pull it. Nothing. Was working on a protection deal. Beautiful country, didn't have time to sightsee. Nice. All right. You want to come back over here? Lay it down gently. So what we were doing is getting that screw. There's a tiny little screw up in there. Let me see. That tiny little screw all the way at the top, right inside this hole here. We got to get that on for the foot pedal so that it stays in place. There you go. Alright, so now I'm going to put the steering rack back on. But you know what? Before I do that, let me be smart. Because remember, I had to take this whole thing off to get the skid plate off. So I think I should get the skid plate. But before I do that, I'm going to move this to the side. And we're going to plug this in. Alright, let me go get the skid plate. Alright, so if you guys remember, this went on first. And what this did was it protected these wires and everything. But before I can do that, I need to take these screws out because these I mean, technically I don't have to put this back on here, but if I got it, why not use it, right? And I have to keep these screws in my other pocket.
Yolo said, I can never make it as a doctor. I have no patience. Rock said that's why what doctors do is called a practice, LOL.
Yeah.
Yolo said, yeah, that patience isn't one of my strong suits. It's a kind of a funny joke.
Okay.
Peter said, LOL.
Yeah, I mean, I might have a disorder, but whenever I get into a project, it's like I'm affixed on it.
I might have a disorder. I can't.
So that goes in like that, and that goes in like that. This wire is in the way. So this is to protect all of the wiring and stuff, like so. Yep. So now that that's good, batten down the hatches. I don't want to strip it out, so I just put it on like 4 or 5. And again, the reason why I'm doing this is because if I got it, why not use it? Especially if my kid is gonna. I already know my kid is gonna be more rugged than he probably should, and why not, right? But yeah, it takes a couple extra seconds just to protect the investment. And I'll show you guys what the skid plate looked like. The skid plate had it even. Oh, this screw might be for that the gear shifter. I'll have to screw that down too.
Grog said, my line of work in an hour, it's 58 minutes of pure boredom, followed by 2 minutes of pure terror. Glad I'm semi-retired.
Sheesh. What is that, a taxi driver?
I'm done. I'm done.
Alright, so.
Peter said, yeah, you stripped the head of the screw. Hee hee hee.
You said what?
Peter said, yeah, you stripped the head of the screw. Hee hee hee.
Oh, no, I didn't strip nothing. Besides myself.
I'm done. Do I want to what?
No, I was going to ask you to turn the steering wheel to make sure that everything is good, but I can do that. Come on, Butterfingers, get
you knocked into me.
Listen, you out here.
We're Eastern
all
Standard
in my
Time.
air zone.
Bodyguard and overseas contractor, Grog says. Yeah, we're Eastern Standard Time, so I don't know if y'all could even see that.
I have to turn up the torque a little bit. But yeah, this truck feels really rugged. Feels really good. I'm gonna spray that down with some WD-40. Same thing with that. And then see what else we can get into. I do gotta put the. I do have to put the skid plate back on. really quick because we're all done with the wiring, at least down this way.
How much more did you want to do today?
Uh,
So you already been out here for an hour and 16 minutes?
really? I've been live for an hour and 16 minutes. Guys, make sure you guys smash that like button. That's right.
Whoa.
It's not like you needed that or anything.
Thank God my foot wasn't in the way.
Yeah, this is the skid plate. Like, so whatever kid was driving this really didn't drive it much. There's barely any wear on the tires, and the skid plate has been almost untouched. Skid plate goes here, so I'll just have to remove these. I gotta see where else these screws line up with, so I can take them out. And the skid plate, since it locks in with the groove here, it will add extra rigidity to the framework of it. So we're all done with the underside of this for now. But like, look at all this storage. I could definitely smuggle some stuff through there.
I'm done.
Beef and bean burritos. Send my kid to a Taco Bell run. Have them go to the drive-through.
So he just goes to the judge and be like, num nums. Dad said I gotta get the lien holder removed from my title. Yolo said use a pocket comb to help you while you tighten it up. And Grog said, Mike, to improve the grip of the wheels, you can epoxy a strip of an old bike inner tube to them.
Yes, but since we're putting down so much power on the 18-volt system, I don't want to blow out the gearboxes, or like the transmission on the Power Wheel. So I'll just let him rip around, have fun. If the tires slide, whatever, that's not a big deal. But yeah, obviously, if we were competing or something, that'd be different. I wouldn't put an inner tube on there. I would put an actual bike tire on there. I would lay a bike tire flat and then screw it to the inside of this. That screw's not trying to come out.
Yeah, I think that's why it's still there.
Yeah.
He said, I'm just thinking that the wheels might spin too much on grass.
Yeah, and that's okay. Because once he goes over to concrete, dirt, or gravel, it'll blow the transmission if he's out there ripping around. So I'd rather it slide a little bit, and then I'll adjust accordingly. But yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. And then if I do decide to open up the top side of this thing to put a truck battery in there for longer distance wheeling, that will put more weight on the back, thus allowing the tires to grip better.
Dad says, so is it fixed now?
It will be here shortly. Um, but remember, before I put my kid in it, I gotta clean it out because it all has like a bunch of dirt and debris. But let me flip it over really quick.
There goes our chair.
And then remember, we gotta take the seats out to be able to get to the battery. This was for that. And I don't know what I did. And then put a screw in the gear shifter. There we go. Remember, this is negative and this is positive. So what I can do see, for something like this, it'd probably be easier to have the soldering iron up and going. Maybe I'll save that for another day because it is getting late. But essentially what I would do, because this is battery negative, this is battery positive, so I would solder these wires here, solder these wires here, and then when I clip in the battery, it'll be good to go. And then what I could do is I could still leave this attached. So to charge the battery, all we got to do is plug this apparatus in. I don't want to take that wire off, but I'm not equipped to solder these right now. But just to show you guys that yes, it still does work. Got negative here, got positive here, and it's still good to go. It's still ready to haul ass. So it's reverse, and then this is high. That's definitely ready to go.
YOLO said, and let a little air out of the tires if you're going to be in the sand.
Thanks, YOLO. I'll keep that in mind.
Dad said, dope.
Yeah, so we are good to go. So, so essentially what I'll do is, let me take this off. So, I'm going to just show you guys what it would look like when it's ready to go. So, what I can do is, just, obviously, this is just, I'll just say it so that you guys know what I'm talking about here. So, negative, solder it, positive wire, solder it, put the bottom back on here, close it up, put this inside of here, don't disconnect this, and then that's plugged in right now. This will be plugged in. Oh. Sorry, I came out. So that'll be in there like so. And then I could store like one or two more batteries in here, like side by side. So all these wires will be tucked away. This will be in here like so. Everything will be put away. This battery wouldn't be here. The seat will be back here. And all we got to do to get it to drive is just step on the pedal and it's good to go. And this will run off of an 18-volt battery.
Pretty cool.
Yep. So, and this truck has three speeds, but I'm curious to know what the apparatus was, or that there was something that I saw earlier. I thought I did, but yeah. So, what I could do for longer trips is I'll unscrew this whole back part, and then there's going to be so much space on the inside of there. There's only going to be 4 wires and the 2 motors that are going to be in there, and I can attach a truck battery on the inside of that.
Dad said, and to think this was on the way to the dumpster.
Yep.
Grog
Exactly.
said it just needs a set of Dayton spinners now.
Yeah. So I think what I will do is I'll go get these wiring connections ready to go. So that way the next time I go live, because it is getting late and I do have to start cleaning up. As you guys know, the cleanup takes a little bit of time. But what I will do is on the other side of that battery, I'll attach some virgin wires, and then I'll use the shrink connectors to attach them to these wires that go into the battery, and then we got to go get a 10 amp. We have to go get a 10 amp fuse. So that's content for another day. You guys, it feels like we didn't get much done, but I think we got a good enough done today.
I think you got a lot done.
Yep. And then I'll just have to get another screw for that, and I'll show you guys where to find one. See this one there? Take that out, and we just flip it over here in front, and voila! Look at that. Extra parts done. Look at that.
Peter said you need to put a hydraulic ram on it so your kid is the coolest kid on the block.
A hydraulic ram?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reinforce the front end, and we're gonna build a snow plow. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get it going, Frank. We gotta make some
Dad
money off
said
this.
don't leave it outside.
I really don't have a choice right now, and I live in a really rich neighborhood, so it's
and nobody's messed with it.
yeah, nobody's messed with it thus far. I've had my grill on the back of my car, like
Tires.
I've had brand new sets of tires on my car. Like nobody touches anything around here. That's part of the reason why I pay as much as I do for where we live, because it's a really good neighborhood. I have multi-million-dollar homes right down the street from where I live. So it's one less worry. And unless you got something really valuable out here, you know, that's the only way that people are going to really come out here out of their way. They're not going to come out their way to steal a used, beat-up looking truck.
Grog said, Mike, I'd hard mount the charger too because of the extra power so it's not bouncing around.
Hard mount
the charger too.
Yeah, well, there's here, I'll show you. If you look here, there's little slots. So what I'll do is I'll put 2 screws on the inside, and I'll put it on there and slide it so that way it can't come up and move. But yeah, what I will do is I'm gonna put this back up on the Subaru. You know, next time what we got to do is we got to undo all the screws for the windshield. Maybe try to figure out how to make a brand new windshield. I mean, I do like the green, but it's no bueno. But I'll take this out, and then I'll use a drill brush to clean all this out. I can get a little switch gauge or some switches right here. There's plenty of space I could pull this out, put some switches so that he can have his little lights, and maybe I'll take this out. Let me see what that looks like on the inside of there. Ah, so this makes me wonder, what were these batteries for? What the heck?
Oh,
Oh, maybe he had horns.
oh, he would love that.
Guys, you guys stay tuned. We're gonna make this happen. If you guys want to see the stuff get happen, made quicker, you guys can help support the channel by donating, and just tell me it's for this project here. And yeah, we're gonna put some little beep beep horns on here.
Dad said, I'm going to go play with Annabelle. She said, I mean, watch. Yeah, good luck with that,
Oh yeah,
Frank.
you're gonna go play with Annabelle. You go ahead. You go right ahead and do that. You go right ahead and
Grog
do
said, I've got some 1/4 Lexan you can have from a project a while back.
What is it?
1/4 Lexan?
Lexi. What is that?
Ask for the wrong one, Frank. What is that, Grog? Peter said, air compressor horn on it. Hee hee.
Sheesh. No, I think what I was gonna do is I want to get either some actuator arms, or maybe get the. I don't know if you guys ever seen what they look like, but it's kind of like the thing that they put around your arm when you're in the hospital for like your blood pressure, but it's like that kind of pump attached to a hose to like a small airbag, and they use it for like moving furniture, like away from objects, or lifting furniture or something like that. And maybe get like a little Ryobi air compressor that, you know, it'll be by the flip of a switch that it'll lift up and dump the truck bed.
Grog said, bulletproof glass.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll get right on that.
Yeah.
We'll get right on that. I mean,
Our 2-year-old needs bulletproof glass.
yeah.
Maybe if we bring it to our old neighborhood.
Yeah, definitely.
Ew, look at all those leaves.
Yeah, this makes me wonder, because I didn't see anything for any horns or anything, and I didn't see any. So that makes me really wonder what's under here, like what's inside of here.
Yeah.
Like maybe this whole thing pops out. I don't know.
Peter said, pimp my dump truck.
Yeah, for real. This lifts up, right?
It looks like it. But what's holding it in?
I don't see any like screw slots or anything. But yeah, this will be a video for another day. You guys are just trying to get me to do stuff right now. And I gotta go figure out lunch for the family.
Dad said, I wonder if the manufacturer will come across your video.
I don't know. We gotta find the manufacturer first, tag them in it, and like so far, all I've done is just try to get it back to the original state, but with an upgraded battery. Thus far, you know, I haven't really done any modifications to it. But, I mean, how cool would it be that we attach a winch to the front or something? You know, we get some construction strobe lights and little light bars and stuff for it, like a reverse sounding alarm. Like, how cool would that be?
Grog said, Mike, they sell those bags at Harbor Freight in with the locksmith stuff.
Bags? Which bags are we talking about? With the locksmith stuff? I don't know. How cool would this be if we bring them to Wicked Big Meat with this?
Oh my god.
I wouldn't, but
Yeah. Because he would literally run everybody
yeah,
over.
run
And go
everybody.
ram it into people's nice cars.
Yeah, exactly. And he'd be like, haha, mine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be your insurance bill. Yeah. But yeah, you guys see that he got juice, he got power. Like, get a close up of that fuel pedal in there. Like, look how nice that is compared to like the
What it
rest of
used
it.
to look like.
I mean, it's not gonna take much to clean up
The
this thing.
lifting bags for car doors to unlock them.
Oh, and they have those where? At Harbor Freight?
Yeah, Harbor Freight and with the locksmith stuff.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so maybe I'll get those. Because all he would have to do is pull this, and then maybe I can attach the actuator switch. Come over. Maybe I can attach the actuator switch that when he pushes this, because what this does is, if you point the camera back here, nope, down, down. It allows this to lift up. So when he pulls this, it will activate it to lift up and dump, and then maybe get like some type of beeping noise or some type of chirping noise. Let people know that he's about to dump his load. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and this is the requested Big Eartha. I still got to order decals for it, so if you guys want to support the build, because you guys requested it. This isn't really what I wanted to do. I mean, it is, but it's too quiet. So yeah, if you guys want to support this and help, fund the parts that are going to go into this and the decals and us rebuilding and refurbishing these things, and yeah, I don't know, maybe donate on PayPal or something. Let us know what it's for, and we'll put 100% of it into the build. So
Grog said he shared it on his Twitter and tagged Power Wheels.
yeah. So I'll look more into it, but it looks like it's a Tonka. So I don't know if that means that it's not a Power Wheel. I've yet to see one Power Wheel related.
Well, I looked on this website for Dynacraft,
Mhm.
and they sell some interesting ride-on vehicles.
Okay, so yeah, so that Dynacraft definitely has some stuff. Look, we got to get him his own little license plate. This is Big Earth. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna do it up. It should be ready by the end of the summer, so that way comes fall when we do our renovating and stuff, it'll be ready.
He can be. We have to incorporate it in his Halloween costume, so he can
Yeah,
go
we'll
trick or
get him
treating
above
in
the
it.
building, and he could put all his Halloween candy in here.
Dad said, "Get him a fake ID."
That'd be so cool. That'd be
so
so
cute.
cool. They call him Big L.
They
Big
call
L.
me Big L.
maybe we can program the
Shit.
horn to say that when he beats the
Right.
horn, they call me Big L.
That's hilarious.
Big Silly. That'd be so cool. That'd be so awesome. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. As always, make sure you guys smash that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because everything that you guys do doesn't get appreciated by YouTube unless you do what I just said what you need to do, and that's smashing the like button, hitting that notification bell, so that way the algorithm can push our content to more and more people, and all help is greatly appreciated. So that's tied down, and these sides don't even go in anymore because of the skid plate. So that's part of the reason why I put the skid plate back on there. So this thing is going to be ready for juice. I'm going to go inside, wire up whatever I need to wire up, and maybe I'll go live tomorrow or something like that. So I will see you guys back here later. I'll keep you guys notified whenever it's good to go, whenever we're gonna go live for it with it. And yeah, definitely order new vinyls. Definitely order new vinyls. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Be good, be safe. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.